So yeah, it's going to be a slow build up through the year of, you know, coming to an end and, you know, really being the top by the end of the year. So yeah, it's complicated, but at least I know what I'm doing. It's going to be interesting. You know, this year, this season, and the next couple of seasons might be painful with not very many points finishes. But as we go on, we'll get wins, we'll get podiums, we'll win championships. And we have a new gearbox for Budapest. Into turn 11, off of 11 we go. Staying in hot lap mode on the run into turn 12. Max Verstappen goes to the top, as that is his first lap. And he sets the first lap of this session. Through 13 we go, which I call the cow udder turn. As we make our way through 13 and into now turn 14, the final corner of this Hungaroring circuit. Off of 14 we go. We come to the line, and it's going to be good enough for third fastest in between the two racing points. And we set the fastest final sector. Daniel Ricciardo goes to the top of the charts as we come through turn 5. Red lights are on. Flying laps are going to count as we come into the first series of chicanes of 6 and 7. Cut turn 7 a bit as we come in through the second of 8 and 9. Around turn 9 we go, off of 9 and into 10. Final chicane here as we come through 10 and into 11. Valtteri Bottas goes to the top. Goes to the top as the track is drying out here, getting faster as we come through turn 12. Off of 12 we go. And into turn number 13 as we come through the cow udder turn. And we make our way off of turn 13 and into turn 14, the final corner. And is it going to be enough to get us into Q3? We'll find out here in a second. As we come off of turn 14, we come to the line and it's 8th fastest and we're into Q3. Or 6th fastest and we're into Q3. And we got a little bit of oversteer off of 9 through 10 and 11 we go, off of 11 and we make our way on the run down to turn 12. Through turn 12 we go. Got a little bit of oversteer through 12 as we make our way into the penultimate corner, turn 13. This is not going to be as good of a lap as Q1 and Q2 or as we make our way into the final corner, turn 14. Off of 14 we go. As we come off of 14, we come to the line. We go a little bit wide to the line. And it is 10th fastest. And it's going to be a 5th row start for us. Alright, so we don't get no help with grid penalties all. We're going to start in P10. It will be. We're going to finish 2 seconds slower apparently. But we'll try and pit on lap 14. We'll try and do it and see what happens. The fuel is maxed out already. We're going to be a lap and a half down on the fuel here. So let's set it up for you here. Wow. Let's set it up for you here. We have 110 kilograms of fuel in the tank. It's full, and we're still a lap and a half short. 2-stop strategy going from softs to mediums. 70 laps are to come. Let's go on to the formation lap and get ready. The lights are about to go out for the final time here tonight. Here, ready to go. Final car into their grid spot. Green flag flying behind the field. Michael Massey is on the button, and here come the lights. Here we go for the Hungarian Grand Prix. 5 lights are on now. And it's lights out, and away we go, trying to get a great run off of the McLarens, and we're going to split both McLarens. Daniel Ricciardo is going to hold us up a little bit on the run down to turn 1, trying to get 4 wide. We go, wait. I got a little bit too cheeky there. That was my fault. That was completely my fault. We go to the inside of Carlos Sainz this time around. And Danny Rick goes all the way to the bottom. I'm going to back off here. That was way too cheeky. That was a needle that I tried to thread the needle. That was just way not going to thread there. The yarn would not go through. But we're up to P9 off the start here. That was that was an idiot move on my part. So one flashback this entire night so far as we come down into turn 4. So in the lead mix as we try and save fuel. And here we go on the run into turn 6. Can we make it a lunge on Lando? No, we got to back off, and we're onto the sausage curves for good measure here off of turn 7. And Sergio Perez right behind us.
That's a strong start. Well done.
So back to standard we go. This is going to be quite interesting how we're going to try and charge the battery back, or save fuel too. As Charles Leclerc does lead the way, and we're out of battery power. Great. Out of battery power, but we come to the line. Double proximity air fading in from Sergio Perez behind, but he stays back there as the DRS about to get enabled here for the one and only time, unless we do have a safety car. We have not had a full safety car, physical safety car, I think, since Zandvoort. We had a virtual safety car in Austria last night. As we come to the line, DRS gets enabled here. And here comes Sergio Perez. Double proximity air is fading in from the racing point in the 2019 Mercedes. And nothing doing. We're going to stay in lean mix here for a bit to try and save fuel. Double proximity air still from Sergio Perez as Lance Silverspoon is ahead of Carlos Sainz on both 2019 Silver Arrows in pink are ahead of the McLarens here. Lance Silverspoon actually qualified third at Budapest. Battery. And here comes Perez. Perez to the inside, blows by us like we're standing still, and we're back to P9 behind the two Perez. We're back in P9 behind Sergio Perez now as he has DRS. We're out of DRS. A long way to go as he goes by us like we're standing still. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Here comes Silverspoon. Silverspoon into turn 4. We push his ass out wide, and he gets into the McLaren. And hopefully Silverspoon has some silver damage. So that is an asshole move on my part, but the front front the left front tire is on fire. The DRS open on Sergio Perez. We go to the inside to defend. Here comes Lance Stroll as we come into turn 1, and we stay ahead of the racing point. To the outside now through turn 1 to defend into turn 2. And we don't gotta worry about it, and we stay into P10. Still in the points, barely in the points, but in the points still nonetheless. And I'm trying to save fuel. Here come, and we kind of, and what happened with Stroll, I don't know, even have no idea what the hell happened there. Down to the inside to defend, on the run down to turn 1. Here comes Perez. Perez blows by us like we're standing still, and Perez kicks us out of the points, and we're back in P11. First pit stop coming on lap 14. Esteban Ocon going to try to get by us as well. So is Kimi Räikkönen's right on us. So Silver Spoon already 3 seconds up the road here. Just going to try to hold strong. I think the AlphaTauris are caught up to us, and they have. You got to try to psych us out, and I kind of went with the psych out. Here comes Ocon down into turn 4. As the Renault tries to go by, we push him out wide into Kimi. And we stay in the P11, one off the points here. It's falling away quick as the battling to stay ahead. I mean, obviously, Racing Point in a whole hell of a lot faster car than ours. and we're trying to save fuel, and we're trying to save battery power. And here comes Ocon again into turn 12. We got to give him plenty of room. And he's still holding strong at turn 13. And we're going to stay ahead of him. Is he going to make a run here in turn? No, he doesn't. Let's get a check of Esteban Ocon's pit strategy with Douchebag Joe.
Less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. We think they've got at least
So Ocon on a 3-stopper, and Ocon to the inside of turn 1. We're going to hold strong here as we come in, and he's going to get by us. We're back to P12. And here comes Kimi Räikkönen now in the turn 2, and we give him a car width. They're all pushing. They're all on 3. Everybody's on a 3-stop strategy. So there you go. Kind of my fault because I kept fighting. Didn't check their. And here didn't check their pit strategy. Squeezing Kimi to the inside. Trying to stay ahead of them, trying to stay at least alongside of them. I don't want to lose track position, but I don't want to lose a lot of time either if they're all on 3-stop strategies. Everybody's coming from behind, and there are 60 laps to go in tonight's stream.
2.3 seconds.
This battle is all for naught because they're going to be on soft tires again. Here comes Kimi. Kimi down to turn 1, we dive to the inside at 1, and we stay ahead of the 2007 world champion again. Next time by, we'll be in for a set of medium tires. Everybody else going on to another set of softs. And we'll be on to a set of mediums. I will do very well. Now Esteban Ocon is into the pit lane. And now Kimi Räikkönen pits. Why didn't we come to make our final pit stop? Our first pit stop onto a set of medium tires, and Gasly comes in right behind us, and so does everybody else behind us as well. So there you go.
On the exit, we'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
And Kvyat and he gets by us, so Daniel Kvyat, and we're back to P17. Is he coming in?
Is ahead of you. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a
Kvyat is not. Kvyat just came in, and he's on fresh soft tires, and that's going to ruin it for us. Kvyat probably not too happy because the fact is that he is not gaining out as much time as they probably hoped on us here. And now here comes Pierre Gasly with DRS on the run down to turn 1. He's going to have more pace on us than his teammate with the DRS, and he can't get it done. He can't even get alongside of us. And I didn't even defend into turn 1, and we stay ahead. Here comes Gasly this time, though, into turn 2. He's along the outside, and we stay ahead. Double proximity error is fading in from Pierre Gasly behind into turn 12, and he stays back there. Is he going to turn on the afterburners here? Let's see what we were at 101 on the difficulty at Silverstone earlier. So Esteban Ocon has made his stop, and he's onto the medium tires. So Ocon going soft, medium, it looks like here.
The car in front is 20.
And we're going to stick soft, medium. And almost had to use another flashback and saved it at turn 5. Ocon right on our ass here as we're running P11. Double proximity errors from Esteban Ocon. He stays back behind. I even think Lewis will be better than Valtteri at Mugello when they head to Mugello after after Monza. Double proximity errors. Here comes Ocon. Ocon to the outside into turn 1. We hold strong. Battery power is on as we come off of turn 1, and we fly ahead of Esteban Ocon to stay into P11 and still be one spot off the points. 23.7 is the gap up to Lance Silverspoon. 18 seconds the gap, and we go way out wide at turn 4. Ocon, we gotta get by because that was illegal if we would have kept fighting him. And Ocon gets ahead, and we're back into P12. Extra lap of fuel to play with. But basically, this season, the max upgrades for the departments is 20%. Is
up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Unless they introduce more. We come out P6C. Carlos Sainz is in 15th behind our teammate Jack Aitken here. And we've got the flag of death. Sainz lets Max by. We get along the inside through turn 13 on Carlos Sainz, and we get it done. And we're ahead of Carlos Sainz. And he hits the pit lane. Does Carlos Sainz. DRS is going to be open on Max Verstappen. Jack Aitken to the inside. Are we going to be able to get by our teammate on the run into turn 1? No, we're not. DRS open on our teammate. Jack Aitken on the run up to turn 1. We're into the slipstream. We're struggling to be in the slipstream. Going to send it to the inside at turn 1. He gets back along the inside through turn 1. On the run down to turn 2 we go, trying to get a run on our teammate Jack Aitken to the inside of 2. And we get ahead of our teammate. And we're back up into P14 ahead of our teammate Jack Aitken. The 3.4 is the gap to Giovinazzi. 8.2 is the gap to Kvyat. As we continue on here in this Hungarian Grand Prix. If it happens again, just I don't know what he said aside from the helps or whatever, the assists or whatever. Because I seen what he said about that and I ignored it. And I didn't see if he said anything after that. But next time, just show him the red.
Is in the pits. Gap to car in front is
3.7
seconds.
Kvyat pits. We're in the 12th again. Trying to pull beyond DRS range. Kevin Magnussen 7.2 back behind. And the best we can do is P12 unless there's a retirement ahead. Oh no. We spun a turn and we got yellow flags. Yellow flags, and here comes Antonio Giovinazzi to the inside of turn 6. We stay ahead. And it's looking like it's an Alpha Tauri pulling over to the side. And oh no, it's a Haas. And Roman Grosjean's out of the Grand Prix. So Roman Grosjean out of the Grand Prix. It looked like it was like an Alpha Tauri pulling over, but it does not help us in our point. We're going to come around turn 13 into turn 14 we go. Off of 14. We come to the line, and there are 10 laps remaining here in Budapest outside the points. Barely outside the points. Double proximity errors being in from Antonio Giovinazzi. He stays back there. And the rain is coming. You've got to be kidding me.
I think we're still on the right tires for the time
The
being.
rain is here finally. I've been calling for the rain for the last 66 laps. And we finally get a rain. Now the question becomes, we don't have enough fuel now to make it to the end. We've got a tenth of a lap. Yellow flags are flying up through turn 1. And I believe it's our teammate Jack Aiken slowing down. And he's out of the Grand Prix again. Jack Aiken pulls over and is out of this Hungarian Grand Prix. That's back-to-back retirements for our teammate Jack Aiken.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
And we come to the line and we're on to the penultimate lap of the night.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, that's the thing I want to freaking do, is change tires and lose 12th and 13th both at the same time. That's a... Oh, gotcha. I thought maybe it was a joke, but I wasn't sure. I'm tired, so my joke determinator is pretty much gone at this point, so I'm sorry.
Jack is out of the race.
It'd be nice if they did, but they won't. Not with this few laps left. We are starting to slide a little bit. Starting to slide here as we come off of turn 14. Off of 14 we go. DRS is going to be open for Jovinet. No, he's not. Jovinet is beyond DRS range. And we come to the line and we're on to the final lap of the night. And I think we're good on fuel. And we're getting a little slippery through turn 1. But Valtteri Bottas, a spectacular race, as the Finn has won the Hungarian Grand Prix and extends the lead in the Drivers' Championship. And I believe it's a Ferrari in P2, whether it be Leclerc or Vettel, I don't know. Lewis Hamilton will finish in 3rd. The other Ferrari will finish in 4th. Max Verstappen in 5th. Alex Albon 6th. And on a track with the highest AI difficulty on it that I've ever done at Budapest, and a race that I struggle at during the day, during the dry, a good result in Budapest as we finish in P12 and we head to the August break.
Pick up rubber